Hello, welcome to Rebecca's Relaxing Real Estate. This is a property that I rent in Elmwood, Tennessee, and this is the view from the porch. It's really beautiful, and there's the Cumberland River, and it connects to Cordohole Lake this way, and this is on top of 5 acres. I have a couple more goals. Let me show them to you. I own these 2 buildings on my property as well. Again, it's on 5 acres. I hope to have a few more of these buildings once I get caught up. They're barn shed buildings, but you can make them into houses, and I know how. I've started by adding furniture, but it does need to be insulated and have electricity and water. And here's the view of the 2 barn buildings from behind my house. And there's my house again, and the view of the Cumberland River right there. All right, let me show you one more view of my actual house. Okay, so here's the front of the house, and you saw the view from the porch. So there it is with the 2 buildings. Right now, I use Airbnb to list just the house, not the 2 barn buildings, but eventually, yes, I want to have 4 of those little buildings on my property. Maybe a shared community kind of shower, maybe jacuzzis on the property. But for now, I'm getting my feet wet by just renting out the house, and so far it's going great, but I definitely learned a lot on the way, what kind of clients not to attract, what kind to attract, and I finally have, I think, I'm really close to my ideal clients. Uh, but it's a broad spectrum I'll explain in a second. I'm going to talk about the demographics, psychographics, and also the behavior graphics of, I'll touch on the area, but it's more importantly the clients that I bring into this area, which aren't even from here. Okay, so this kind of area, lots of trees, you're in nature, you're pretty much in the middle of nowhere, rolling hills again, and bodies of water. And I mentioned earlier Cordohole Lake and the Cumberland River that you can see from my house. And this is where I am. But look, you're only 1 hour from downtown Nashville. If you want to take a break and go to the city, you can. It's not that far. All right, so with this area, it's very small population, and the ratio of male to female, it's about the same. There aren't many young people in the area, but more importantly, what kind of people am I bringing into this area? And these are the type of people I want to attract, the type of clientele that I am attracting now. And basically, it's a broad spectrum of all ages that have come to this house to rent. And but what's uncommon with all of them is they love nature and like to get away and take a break and be outside. Whether it's going fishing on the river, going hiking, just having 5 acres to yourself. I've even have had college students who love it because they can party and no one can hear them. They don't bother anybody, but I've also had married couples, I've had families, and I've had older people by themselves. They just want to be by themselves and have a place to themselves. And I also attract people who have pets. Many rental properties do not allow pets, so I am attracting a large audience of people that want to get away. It doesn't matter the race, age, or gender. Pretty much all kinds of people have come here to rent. So if you think about it, I would say most people would find this property attractive. And can I reach my ideal clients easily? Yes. And how? I'll show you. Right now it's through the Airbnb site. What's really nice until I get my own rental property site going, Airbnb keeps track of some reviews I'll go over in a second. It keeps track of how fast you respond. Right now it's between 90 to 100% because I respond within 24 hours. My overall rating is 4.5 stars, and I'm attracting clients that like that rating, that want something nice, and that's what I want. And if you want to talk about money too, you can check your earnings here, which is really cool. There was a time where I dropped my price really low because I was so desperate for bookings, and I attracted the worst clients that left my house so dirty and gross. And I just feel like it was people that could barely afford it, that don't have any respect. But since I raised my price, I felt like I wasn't getting bookings at first, but now I am getting regular bookings with a higher price. My point is, the people that can afford this price, they are the type of people that will leave your home nice, that are respectful, and that know what good quality is. And then if I want to reach the people renting my home, there is a message center right here. There's all kinds of perks and opportunities. I'm almost a super host, and the type of clients that rent will pay that extra money if they see that you're a super host. And those are the kind of people that I want in my home. I don't want, like I mentioned earlier, those other kinds that just aren't respectful. They barely can afford it. So I've been learning a lot, and it's been a really good learning experience. And let me get back to these reviews, because this is really important. The frustrations I've had, and the things I've learned to remedy it. I've had a lot of complaints about this driveway, and so what I did in my description, I put it was a gravel driveway on an incline. You'd be surprised how many people don't know how to drive up gravel without spinning out, and I'm attracting clients from all over the world who have never been to the country before, and it's something I take for granted, and you just have to respect that everyone's different and can't drive up gravel. So what I do is I make it very clear, and then that solved most of my problems. And then I also remember I can't please everyone, so I just try and please most people, and then those that I can't, you just can't, and learn what you can from them. Now let's get to the reviews. Okay, I'm gonna start with my worst review ever. He gave me 2 stars, and this guy was never going to be happy. He had some sincere criticisms, but some of it was kind of bogus. Of course, he talked about the driveway. Most people don't have a problem with the driveway, but when they're unhappy, they make sure to throw that in there. Um, and then he made complaints that the smoke detector went off when the oven was preheating. He made a complaint that I had a dance pole in the house, and those were clearly in the pictures. So that's frustrating when people don't do their own research before they do something like this and look at all the pictures. And didn't have many. He was very accurate about me not having enough furniture in the living room, so I definitely fixed that. And then complaining the grass was tall was weird. It was due for a cut, and then he accidentally admitted he had more people than he did by saying his children couldn't play. That was more than 4 people after he admitted that. And you know how frustrating that is, and you just gotta take the punches sometimes, and take the sincere criticisms like the furniture and actually do something about it. And there's another review. Most of it was good, but then I've never had someone complain and say charcoal wasn't provided. And I'm like, what? I've never been to a rental property and charcoal not be. I just never expected charcoal to be provided. So, like, things like that you just ignore. It's just weird. I'm not going to provide charcoal. I did invest in a bigger cutting board. I thought that was legitimate. I could understand that. Basic supplies, I wasn't really sure what he was talking about. So you just gotta, it's a give and take thing. And my goal is to get 5 stars, but most of the time, you get the good ones, like Katie. And I'm attracting more people. I'm attracting more people like Katie. Again, she's one of the good ones, the good clientele I want to bring in. And she wants to come back, and she gave me 5 stars. And she had negative feedback, but you know what? She did it privately. And those are the kind of people I'm attracting. Really nice people, understanding. And if they have something to say negative, they do it privately. They don't make this whole big public post and rail me into the ground. And I hope to get more people like Katie in the future. Thank you again for letting me tell you my goals and discuss what I've went through with my clients I've attracted to my property and the clients I'm attracting now, and I'm really glad I'm attracting the clients I want. And as you can see, I like to be upside down. But this is the view of my home in the winter. And again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day, everyone.